This is the new series of the channel, the Enlightenment series. We're going to learn everything about the Enlightenment and the people involved in it. So, let's jump to the video. The first person of the series will be Cesare Beccaria. Cesare Beccaria was born in 1738 in Milan. But Milan was not controlled by Italy, but controlled by Austria. And even though Milan was controlled by Austria, Cesare Beccaria considered himself to be Italian. His academic life started at the age of 8 years old at the school of Jesuits of Pavia. The Jesuits, or the Society of Jesus, was created by the Church as a response to stop the spreading of Protestants. Beccaria did very well in subjects related to math, but because of his bipolar behavior, he had a really hard time when it came to socializing with people. In 1758, he went to the University of Pavia, where he got his law degree. 3 years later, he married Teresa, with whom he had 2 daughters. Their relationship was never supported by his father, but after years and years trying to break the relationship, he simply created and accepted their engagement. He was not only interested in math, he was also very fascinated by the ideas of the Enlightenment. So that's why he joined the Accademia delle Trasformati. But because of his 2 best friends, Pietro and Alejandro Veri, he went to the Società del Pugni, where he met famous intellectuals like Thomas Hobbes, the Baron of Montesquieu, and Diderot. In this society, the intellectuals mainly discuss topics related to politics, economics, and social norms. And as a new member of the society, Beccaria did as he was told, especially by his friends. His first major work came in 1762, when he wrote pamphlets about the monetary reform for Milan. But his most famous work is on crimes and punishments, which he firstly published anonymously, because he was scared that people would go after him since his ideas were so controversial during that time. In this treatise, he applied several principles of the Enlightenment when talking about the rehabilitation and punishments of crimes. He also severely criticized that the law only benefited a few citizens and that the verdicts could be easily manipulated by bribing the judges. One idea that he had that for us may seem very obvious, that punishment should correspond to the crime committed. But during that time, you could receive the same punishment as someone who killed a person by only stealing a wallet. Beccaria also argued that punishment should be used as a way to encourage people to not commit crimes. But also the punishment shouldn't be cruel or unfair, because it would only make people cruel and dishonest. And after some time, people would get used to them. So he proposed that punishment should be swift, and that we have people on the streets that would prevent people from doing crimes instead of just reacting to them. The act of preventing crimes is called policing. Policing is divided in 4 categories. The modern Anglo-Saxon, which is the one we have nowadays. The continental police, which is different from the Anglo-Saxon because it would only ensure the king's order. Then we have the communist and secret police. Because in a communist nation, there should not be a police force. But since there's always the need to keep people in check, usually communist nations have secret police. One example of this would be the KGB. Last but not the least is the colonial police, which is the same one as the continental police, but is done in colonies. The point that Beccaria emphasized the most was fairness and that everybody was innocent until proven guilty. But in the 18th century, everybody was suspected of being guilty and investigators would torture people in order to find the information they needed. And in many cases, innocent people would confess crimes that they didn't commit just to stop being tortured. And also, Beccaria argued, if the criminal was already being tortured, why did he have to be punished? Even though Beccaria died in 1794, his ideas still live on and are used nowadays. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and have a great day.